Welcome back. Welcome back to CryptosRUs. I am George. We're all George. So things have gotten so bad, I had to sign up with Bybit. So I will be shilling my Bybit link in this video. And I've also started an OnlyFans account. So that tells you how bad things are. But regardless of those things, I will tell you the most powerful strategy for Bitcoin gains. This is something that will blow your mind. You will not believe how easy it is and how powerful it is to make tremendous amount of money, life-changing wealth by simply following one simple strategy. So what is it? Let's find out. Thanks for tuning in, guys. As always, smash a like, subscribe to the channel. 2 streams every day, 11:30 and 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. So make sure you hit that notification bell and follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and check out CryptosRUs.com. All right, let's do this. I do have my good friend Johnny here. He is with me making an appearance. I haven't seen him in a while. So let's have a good time, guys. Let's do this. Welcome. And let me change my screen. All right, wait, something's going on here. Too many people can't tune in. No, I'm just kidding. In case I was only joking about one of the things I said, and that is I'm not going to be shilling Bybit no matter what. So I was joking about that. All right, let's look at my screen here. So Bitcoin is at 32,600. So obviously it went down a little bit more, but it did seem to bounce off again the bottom of 31,000, and this is something we have seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times now, or let's just say 4 times, right? So still we are within this range, this 43,000 range and 31,000 range. So again, it's not time to be panicking. It should never be time. It should never be panic time. Okay, like that should not exist. If you're a holder, if you're an investor, okay, even if you're investing in questionable coins, right? You never want to panic sell unless, yeah, it's that bad. Unless there's a rug pull or a scam or a vulnerability or a hack or it's just like a total scam. Okay, that's the exception. But, you know, in crypto, things go up and down very, very quickly. There's a lot of volatility all the time. And people tend to over panic, cause more FUD within their own heads than anyone else can cause, and they tend to make the wrong moves, okay? And, you know, the name of the game is to stay strong, invest, and dollar cost average. That is the strategy. And thanks to a fan who created this really powerful spreadsheet, I'm going to show you guys how powerful the strategy is. It's such a simple one. It's dollar cost average over the long haul by setting a schedule. And I'm going to prove it to you guys with Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Binance Coin. And it will blow your mind. It will blow your mind. It makes all this volatility, all this worry about a bear market or a crypto crash or whatever, it eliminates all that. And in the end, you will see massive gains. I mean, it's incredible. So let me get to that. All right. So first, I want to give a big shout out to Jordan. I was just on his channel checking him out. A lot of you guys are Jordan fans. Relatively still smaller site, but he does good work. I like the guy, young guy, seems to concentrate on TA, but he seems to be a very friendly guy. So I do want to give him a shout out. Check out his channel if you want to, I guess, learn a bit more TA, even though he recognizes in times like this, you just throw TA out the window, but I do want to give him a shout out because I do think he's doing good work. All right, so check out his channel. So second of all, if you go on Google right now and you search Bitcoin, this is what I was talking about this morning. There's not one single article that is bullish. Not one single. And that is, what? No, he didn't skip it. He recognized it. He didn't skip it. But anyways, not one positive article. Okay, so Sorting by news. I just did this. If you don't believe me, okay, I'm going to do it again. Refresh. CNET, Bitcoin, Dogecoin, Ethereum are crashing. CNBC, Bitcoin sinks to 2-week lows. China intensifies crypto mining. Bloomberg, Bitcoin dropped closer to 30,000 stirs fears of a deeper sell-off. Even this South China Morning Post, graphic cards gets more affordable. Oh, that sounds pretty good. In China, in the wake of Bitcoin crackdown, again, Yahoo Finance, Bitcoin forums, death crosses, sell-off shows no signs of reprieve. Market Watch, after China causes Bitcoin to crater, threats of new USC regulation loom over crypto market. Where did that come from? That didn't come out today. Fortune, Bitcoin plunges, losing last week's must bump, and then some. Reuters, Bitcoin slumps further as China tightens crypto crackdown. Fox Business, Bitcoin slides 32,000, China crackdown again. Was there one positive article out of here? Not one. Not one. All right? I mean, it just gets worse and worse and worse and worse and worse, right? So this is what I'm talking about. People are starting to chime in my comments like, George, okay, you're just talking too much about FUD. I mean, it's so obvious. Can you search any article that is objective, isn't trying to portray that Bitcoin is dead or going to crash or something imminently bad is going to happen? No, you can't find it on Google unless you tune in here, CryptosRUs, and check out the articles on CryptosRUs.com. I mean, everyone else is turning bearish and trying to drive Bitcoin lower. But why is this happening? Why is this happening? Is it because TA tells you? TA tells you that Bitcoin is about to fall and it's going to fall wherever? No. Bitcoin moves because there are buyers and sellers. That's simply it. Okay? Now we have more buyers. That's causing an enormous amount of selling pressure. But why are they doing this? Why are they selling? And why are they causing the media to focus so much on it and drive things lower? Because these guys are the ones that are buying. They're not just doing it for fun. They want to accumulate at lower prices. And this includes Bitcoin and Ethereum and other various crypto. Right? We have seen the headlines. And if you look at the data, I'll show you some data. Right? This was actually coming out last month when Bitcoin dipped down. Bitcoin whales accumulate 123,000 Bitcoin amid latest market mayhem. Right? Bitcoin whales, who are they? Could be institutions. It could be just large holders. It could be whoever. Here's another one. Bitcoin's rich list continues to snap up cheap Bitcoin, 80,000 Bitcoin since the May 19 crash. Right? So there's headlines like this. But look at this. This is from Sentiment, and this was out just recently, just a few days ago. It shows you mid-tier holders, whale holders, and small holders. And sorry, my camera's cutting off, but take a look. Who are the small holders? The small holders are the retail investors, the ones that just enter in for quick gains, right? It's not a surprise at all that the small holders are dumping because they're falling for this. They're not used to the dips. They don't believe that this is temporary, because when every single headline out there is telling you that Bitcoin is in a disaster and it's going to go lower, what do you think the general public is going to do? They're going to believe in it. Even Jim Cramer believed in it. Even he said he sold most of his Bitcoin, when a day ago he just said he was holding 5% of his net worth in Bitcoin. A day ago he said that. Today he says he's sold. Right? Even Jim Cramer fell for it. He listed his reasons. Oh, China's going to do whatever they want. What is China doing? What are they doing really? They're driving out miners, right? And that's it. They're locked down on banking system and so forth. That's been in existence for years. The only thing they're doing is kicking out the miners. And why is that a bad thing? That's actually a terrific thing. Think about it. Now we have more decentralization of miners that's going to be spread across the globe, and many will move to the US. In fact, there was a secret meeting by Bitmain. The whole purpose of that meeting was to come to the US. So why is China driving out miners a bad thing? That's actually a fantastic thing, but it's being spun as such a horrible thing. Think about it. That makes no sense. One of the biggest things that naysayers still say about Bitcoin is, well, it's too centralized. China owns too much of the mining. Well, now that narrative is being changed. China is forcing that narrative to change, yet it's seen as a bad thing. So how does that make sense, right? But look at this chart. Look at the rest of this chart. The whale holders, well, guess what? The number of Bitcoins they're accumulating is starting to go up. And mid-tier holders are people I would say that have accumulated quite a bit over the years. The ones that have held since 2017, 2013, wherever, right? They have made a lot of money with crypto, maybe multimillionaires today, right? They're still holding. They're not panic dumping because this is normal. They know this is normal. So the only people that are panicking right now is the new retail investors. And this is exactly what the whales want. This is exactly what they want. Because they know they could do this. When things get hot, yes, everyone thinks it's just going to go up forever and everyone comes in. You guys know it. Your coworkers, your mother, your brothers and sisters, your siblings, everyone is coming in and wants a piece, right? But when things get bad, they're the first ones to leave, right? So this is not surprising, but this shows you. This shows you what's going on exactly. And this is what you don't want to fall for. This is the difference between have paper hands and diamond hands. People kid that they have diamond hands. But this is the time when you're tested. Do you really believe in what you're buying and holding? Right? And we'll get to that dollar cost average. Just hold on a second. And let's not forget, everyone that has bought Bitcoin, including MicroStrategy, and this has been updated with the recent buy. Look at this whole list. This whole list didn't decrease. It's only been increasing. This list, the number of Bitcoins being held by ETFs, funds, private countries and governments, and everyone else in between, miners and everyone else, brokerages, exchanges, the number keeps going up. The number keeps going up. In fact, if you total all this, within a very short amount of time, they already accumulated 7% of the entire supply. Right? Jordan, thank you. I told everyone about your channel. Everyone should check out Jordan. He's good people. He's good people. All right, so look at this. Within a short amount of time, 7% of all Bitcoin already has been bought up. And this does not include everyone. Trust me. Trust me. The people, the large guys that are trying to control things behind the scenes, they're accumulating and they're not being public about it. No, they're not going to be like Michael Saylor and tweet about, oh, we just bought $1 billion of Bitcoin. No, they're not going to be disclosing that. They're going to keep buying and buying and buying and buying while retail investors keep selling. That's just how it's going to work, right? So this is what I try to do, calm you guys down and let you know that we will get through this. And if you simply follow this one simple strategy, you will make tremendous gains, and I'm going to prove it. But lastly, I want to show you guys this. Right? Look at this. Coinbase outflow. This is usually a good indication, especially Coinbase outflow, the pro outflow. This is usually when a big institution buys and it gets transferred out. That's what all these big spikes are. And recently, even though this one is not as big as the ones before, you could see clearly when Bitcoin was coming down, there was a big purchase right here, about 36,000 Bitcoin. And if you add all the small ones up, still pretty significant. However, you look at Gemini, for example, wow, someone made a gigantic, enormous amount of purchase of Bitcoin, right when things are coming down, and it's only escalating. So where are these going to, right? They're not going to retail investors. They're going to institutions that's buying up. You know what? And this isn't just Bitcoin. I looked at Ethereum, and it's quite amazing too. Look at Ethereum's exchange reserves. Okay, again, my camera is cutting things off, but look at this. Look at this. Despite the fact Ethereum fell from 4,200 down to where it is now, 1,800. Do you see the reserves like skyrocket to before? No. The reserves keeps dropping lower and lower and lower, and it's just holding steady now, right? So that shows you that, yeah, there's just not that many. And this is Ethereum, not even Bitcoin, even Ethereum. And showing you this, how many people are actually staking their ETH into the new beacon chain? Well, that number keeps going up despite the fact that we are going down right now, right? Despite the fact that Ethereum went down half. The number of ETH and the total value of ETH that's staked in, and this is ETH that you can't get back until the beacon chain is done. It keeps climbing. It keeps climbing. In fact, it's close to 6 billion locked in. That shows you there are true holders. There are a lot of people that are holding. Not everyone is panic selling. People believe in crypto and they're just staking it, they're depositing it, they're earning passive income, or they're simply holding. It's that simple. It's that simple. And then lastly, I want to show you guys this. This also relates to Ethereum 2.0 number of depositors, which of course is increasing. And lastly, I want to show you this, which is the miner outflow. Now before, this was a lot more interesting because it would measure F2 pool. Now CryptoQuant removed that, so you can't see it. But you do see some big spikes out here, right? So this could correlate with China pushing out the miners. So they could be selling some to pay for operations overseas or to move or whatever they need that money for. But, this kind of correlates with that story. But again, if miners are moving out of China, that is a fantastic thing. I don't know how that could be spun as a negative thing. Every headline is talking about China crackdown and pushing out miners. That's terrific. That's terrific. That decentralizes Bitcoin even more. So that shouldn't be a bad thing, but it's spun that way. Why is that? Before I move on, I see a lot of super chat. I don't want them to disappear. In fact, one of them disappeared, and I apologize. Matthew, would you look at Memlords' upcoming blockchain game by BSC? You should ask that during Q&A because I'm probably not going to remember that. Memlords. And that's a weird name. I didn't want it to come down there, but BTC held at 31 once again. I bought hand over fist. Yes. Good for you. And that's the right way to do it. All right, lastly, I promised I was going to do this. I'm going to blow your mind. I'm blow your mind with this, okay? And thanks to a follower, he sent me this. He's like, hey, George, you talk about dollar cost averaging all day long, right? So I decided to create this for BTC, ETH, and BNB. And he broke it up. If you put in whatever amount every single week, and this is at top. This is at peak of 2017. So this is not timed within the last few months when things were going up. This is timed at very peak of 2017. Then Bitcoin came all the way down to 3,100, then went up to 14,000, then went down to 3,800, then went up to 60,000, and now back to where it is, okay? We're like 30 something, right? So this is calculating all these giant dips and drops and crypto winter and bull market and whatever else in between, all the death crosses and golden crosses and all the moving averages and everything that everyone is talking about. This negates everything. It makes you basically trade based on your smarts and not emotion. Takes all FUD, all FOMO away, and your dollar cost averaging, and that's it. One simple strategy. So let's start out with Bitcoin stable weekly investment. Okay, so let's just put in $100. So this was when Bitcoin was right at peak, came down a little bit. So it's at 17,000, not at 20,000, but close enough. So had you just put $100 in every single week, and I think most of you guys watching this can afford $100. If you ate out a little bit less, you had less Starbucks, or you watch movies less, or you bought less meme coins, or you didn't go on OnlyFans as much, you could have put $100 every week. And had you done so, going all the way till now, right, even calculating the peak at 60-something thousand and back down to where we are, you would have in total put $18,000. No, right here. Yes. No, in total, you would have put $18,000. And you would have approximately $65,000 if you were selling at $30,000. And obviously, we're above 30,000 right now. Okay? So you would have made a profit of $47,000 and total gain of 260%. That is from peak of 2017 till now. Think about it. All you had to do is put $100 every single week. You would have put in total $18,000 over the last 4 years, which I think is very reasonable. And had you done so, you would be up 260% today, and you would have netted $47,000. In fact, it's higher than that. You would have netted $50,000 because we're above 30. And if Bitcoin goes up to 45,000, you would be up 80,000 profit. And if Bitcoin goes up to 60,000, let's say it was 60,000 today, you would be up $112,000, right? Simple strategy. No TA, no guessing tops, no guessing bottoms. All you had to do is put $100 in every single week. And then you might be thinking, oh, George, $100 too much, right? Honestly, it's not. If you guys ate less, you probably could do so. Most of you guys, if you can't afford $100 per week, probably you should not be investing in Bitcoin and crypto. But for some of you guys that may have been, I don't know, let's just say less aggressive. Let's just say you just put $50 instead of $100. You would still be up. You would still be up over $25,000, right? Let's say you were a little bit more aggressive. You put in $400 per week. What does that equal? You would be up a staggering $188,000. All right? That's simple. That's simple. Well, what if, George, what if I can't afford to put $100 every single week? Well, what about once a month? $100 per month. I think that's pretty reasonable. $100 a month would still net you $11,000. Actually, more than 11. It'll still be $14,000, right? So if you can't afford $100 a week, what about $100 a month? You would be sitting at $12,000. Worry-free, without panicking about Bitcoin being at 30,000, without panicking of Bitcoin being at $3,000, $3,800. It removes all that. That's how powerful this is. Now, let's say you're a whale, right? You're like, I make good money. I'm going to put in $5,000 per month, right? Which is pretty reasonable, I guess. You divide that out 4 ways, every week. That's about what, 1,500 a week? Something like that. Let's say you do that. Well, you would be up a staggering $550,000 just by putting that once a month. Think about it. You're halfway to your million already. You're way past more than your million. So people that say, oh, I can't become a millionaire with Bitcoin, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous, right? If Bitcoin goes back up to 60,000, you would be sitting at 1.3 million in profit. This is not including your initial investment. If you add the two, you're well above $1 million. That shows you how powerful dollar cost average is, right? Doesn't this blow your mind? If you just put a little amount, you could forget all this. You could forget everything. Everything that you're hearing, the FUD, trying to time tops and bottoms and all this stuff, right? And people keep talking about mem lords and stuff like that. All right, now let's look at Ethereum. Now this is a little bit broken. So I can't fix this. If you put in $100, it's still at 110. But let's just say Ethereum, starting at the peak back in 2018, which was around $1,400, you put $10 in. $10 every single week since the beginning of 2018. You know how much you would be up by? Even more. Your profit would be at $17,000. $17,000. That's just putting $10 every single week. Don't tell me you can't afford $10 every single week. You would be up $17,000 just by doing that. Just by doing that. In total, you're over $19,000, right? And what about something like BNB? BNB, we know, has moved so much within the last 6 months. If you put in, I'm just going to put $10 just to compare it to Ethereum. Had you put in $10 every single week since 2018, you would be up a staggering $43,000 in profit. Had you put $100 into BNB every single week, again, I think $100 is reasonable for most people, you would be up $428,000. Right now, even when BNB is at 300, coming down from 700, you would have made close to $500,000 simply by putting $100 in per week. I like to find, if you guys don't think that this is the best strategy, find someone that has started to trade BNB in 2018 and trade it all the way until now and see if they made more than $430,000. So this is holding versus trading, right? Unless they were a whale to begin with, there's just no way you could beat these kind of gains. This is the power of dollar cost averaging. And I've been saying this over and over and over and over and over. And I think you guys don't recognize that. You just think, George just says whatever, right? I just say whatever to make you feel good. No, it works. This proves it. This proves it. This is from peak to bottom to peak to bottom to where it is now, right? All the way up and down, up and down. And this is how much you would have made had you just put a little amount, just set a little amount away and you put into crypto, Bitcoin, Ethereum, or Binance coin, and you would be up a staggering amount. And I still believe going forward, this is still the same. Despite the fact Bitcoin is at 32.5. It could be at 30,000. It could be at 20,000. It could be at 50 or 60,000. If you set a schedule, you just set a schedule, you put in a little amount, and then you just set and forget it. Honestly, you go see gains like this, and this is not going to stop. It's not like all the gains were behind us. There's plenty of room to grow, and there's plenty of new altcoins that have made even more staggering returns over the last 3 years, right? So hopefully this proves it to you guys. Hopefully this proves it to you guys that dollar cost average works, why you should stick with it, right? And ultimately, this is the best strategy there is. There is no better strategy than this, other than, if you get into some hyped up meme coin that pumps up like 1,000,000% by accident within, a week or two. Okay, that is luck. That's like buying a lottery ticket. This is called investing. This is called investing for the long haul, right? If you want to build life-changing wealth, and life-changing wealth is different for everyone. Doesn't mean that you have to become a Max Kaiser or a Michael Saylor to achieve life-changing wealth. To make a staggering $400,000 within 4 years, and that to have that, that's life-changing wealth. To make 7 figures, to make 8 figures, those are life-changing wealth. And it could be achieved within less than a few years. So do not try to outsmart the market. Do not feel like you need to do it within a week or 2 weeks or even 6 months. Focus the next 3-5 years, which is not that long. 3 to 5 years comes really, really quickly. If you focus on 3 to 5 years rather than 3 weeks or 3 months or 6 months, right? You're setting yourself to attain that life-changing wealth. And this is the strategy I have followed since 2017, and so many others that have followed me since 2017 have followed, and they have all made life-changing wealth. So right now, despite the fact we're down at 32,000, long-term holders are not panicking. And if you follow the strategy, you will see. You will see how it works. All right, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I got to thank whoever sent me that, because I think that proves a very powerful message, right? That DCA and holding works. All right. That's not meme lords and meme lords. Okay. Is meme lords up? No. So where is it? I'm sorry. It's not showing up. William. Big shout out to Big Head Ned and Holly Gill. They're Georges. Okay, unusual names, but who am I to say that? Shout out to you guys and to William. Tom, I appreciate that. That's what I try to do, right? And Allah, Alu. Yeah, honestly, I sleep very little. I sleep like very, very little, like 5 hours a day. No, not. It's just like, that's why I'm so tired all the time. And I really need to. Can I share that spreadsheet? Before I share, let me ask the person who shared it with me. I want to make sure that he's okay with it. And plus, he might fix the Ethereum so we could use that. And maybe he could add some other ones too. It's actually a really good spreadsheet. Just Jimmy says BTC 9K a year ago. Why is everyone crazy? Buy dips and hodl. Can we say hi to your pup? He's old and sleeping, so I don't want to wake him up. His name is Puff. But he's very old. He's like 15 years old, so he doesn't have much time left. Jordan Chase says, take off that T, OnlyFans. I've been watching some of the videos that talk about that and how much Instagram models are making off of it. It's crazy. It makes crypto people seem tame. All right. Hey, you know what? All this talking, I forgot about my friend, Mr. Johnny here. So gotta enjoy Mr. Johnny a little bit. Enjoy his company. I haven't had a taste in a while. Actually, I put a little too much in here. A little bit too much. All right. What else? Oh, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. All right. I don't actually have that much. You know, I only had this for like about a month, and it just went down way too fast. Suns are doing incredibly well. Look. Oh, I'm glad. The trending coins is not all just meme coins. Yeah, I'm really glad Durant lost. You know, that serves him, right? He just keeps jumping from one team to another. I'm really glad he lost. And 76ers, man, Ben Simmons is a head case. They need to trade Ben Simmons, and I don't know who they're going to get. I don't know if you guys saw Ben Simmons had a wide open layup or dunk. Trae Young was coming after him. Trae Young being 6'2", he's 6'10". He could have just dunked on his head because he's so fearful of the free throw line. He passed it up. Ben Simmons is done. It's one of those things. Once you get in your head, you can't fix that. Wei asked, with everything going on with China, is VET going to be negatively affected going forward? I don't know. I think no, because VET has really close ties with China. And there are rumors that they're working with China to create their own new smart contracts chain. So I do think they're still in a position where they could benefit. Now, until, you know, there's stories saying they're going to crack down on crypto companies in China, I wouldn't be worried. In fact, I think the opposite, because when China goes full-blown digital yuan and allows their citizens to invest in Chinese-based crypto companies, guess who's going to benefit the most? VeChain. Why doesn't your sponsor KuCoin feature a trailing stop function? Can you ask them to? I guess so. You know, they're no longer sponsored, but I just love them anyways. You know, it's just a good exchange. If you can't use Binance and you want to buy in all these coins, right? And all these altcoins, and they have it all. They're like a mini Binance, and they just came out the community chain too, which is like an equivalent of Binance Smart Chain, right? So who knows what DeFi projects will come aboard? That's why I like KuCoin a lot. Never too much of Johnny Blue. That is right. McQueen and Violet Fog is better. I never heard of them. Honestly, I'm not like a you know, big whiskey guy. I don't buy all the fancy stuff and I haven't tried it all, but I may just go to somewhere and just check them out. Oh god. Relax. Get that dog in the background. Pump so coin. Justin asked about collateral pay. Microcap is a strong concept. Check it out. Oh man, it's too small. No one's using this. Sorry, Justin. I mean, with the volume of this and a drop 32%, I mean, Yeah, I don't think it's going to do too well. Payment gateway for crypto community powered by Polkadot. I mean, it lists all these fancy credit cards and Apple Pay and stuff, but there's no way that all of it utilizes this product yet. So, it's a good website. It's a very fancy website. I like this website, but yeah, I think it's just way too early. And this to the moon, you know, although we all like to joke about going to the moon, I mean, this should not be on the roadmap, in my honest opinion. Digibyte, I think it's okay. They're layer 2. I don't know what's going on with their layer 2. I just know that they're starting with DeFi. If they could really expand upon that on top of Digibyte, I think that would be fantastic. Really fantastic. Have I looked at any NFTs on Binance yet? No, it's coming out in 3 days. It's supposed to come out on 24th. 24th. But today I did do a sponsor segment on NFTB, which is also a very, looks like an exclusive NFT play that CZ himself invested in. So that looks pretty strong too. But I mentioned that on Patreon already before. Hopefully you picked that up. I dollar cost of Matic because I believe Matic will continue to go up with ETH even after ETH upgrades. I believe that too. They're pulling a lot of DeFi projects. You know, they're growing their ecosystem. You know, there's no reason to think that they're just going to go away. Jared asks, what's your opinion on the Bank of England today providing a framework for ISO 20022 payments being deployed? I honestly, I didn't keep up with that. I don't know what ISO 20022 is. Maybe I should, but I don't. Would you dollar cost average Doge? That's a trick question. You know, honestly, my honest opinion is Doge will not drop out of the top 10. I do believe that the people who are holding Doge will continue to hold it strong, just like XRP. I don't think XRP is going to drop out of top 10. With that said, today, the worst faller of a big cap has to be Dogecoin because people are panicking. I showed you guys retail investors are panic selling, right? So it makes sense that Dogecoin does sell off the most. But then again, you know, it could come back the fastest too, right? So I'll just leave it at that. You interpret that however you want, but I don't think Dogecoin is going to go away. I have been keeping up. Well, somewhat. Not really. I know they're developing towards their testnet. They built out their doc base, which Rue sent to me. That looks pretty good. I don't know what else is going on with them. I don't know if they have something else, but you know, they're small cap, and I think they're still a good play. So when this starts to uptrend again, how fast does everything pump? I mean, it could be as fast as things come down. We have seen that. I think too many people forget how fast everything went up. From January to May, my God, things went up thousands and thousands of percents. And now we're down a little bit. Retail's panicking, but people forget how fast things went, right? So when we recover, it'll be the same. It'll be the same. Come on, why do you guys keep shilling meme lords? It's not even on CMC. All right. I don't even see it. Is it memelord.io or something? Like, it doesn't even show up. Meme lords, maybe I missed a Z. Okay, here we go. Since you guys super chat so much and so persistent. Upcoming blockchain game based on BSC network. Top-down RPG utilizing blockchain technology to immortalize each meme lord. Yes. So it's a game. See, here's the thing. When you create a meme like this, honestly, don't you still have to get their permission? Do you think like Elon or Bill Gates or Mark, I mean, even though they're not paying attention to your project, even like if you make a meme, don't you have to get their permission? Right? I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there. This looks like old Zelda to me. Yeah, and the fact that it's part of Super Shiba, you know, that just makes me say no. No. So, sorry. Shiba isn't already enough. Now we have Super Shiba to worry about. I mean, that's just too much. Um, Nan, you talk about XRP at a recent SEC news. I have not heard of their recent news. Crypto Mom says Ripple doesn't have to be a security. It doesn't have to be, but I don't think they'll give up. You know what's going to happen? What's going to happen is they're going to settle. I mean, it's just as simple as that. It's going to happen, but I just don't know when. Is it going to be next week? Is it going to be 6 months from now? Is it going to be 2 years from now? Who knows? But when they do settle, I think it will help XRP tremendously. Zelda is real. I agree with that. I agree with that. ISO 20022 is a financial framework that allows cross-border payment systems. The Bank of England on their site is clear on the focus. This is XRP. Yeah, I think you're reading too much into it. It could be XRP competitor. It could be their own payment system. It does not necessarily have to be XRP. But XRP Army people will make you think that it has to be. So I wouldn't hold your breath over it. That's for sure. Best projects you hold for long term. There's so many. I mean, they're mostly in the big caps. Dante, I was too young for a Commodore 64 or Omega. I started with Nintendo, the original Nintendo. I had the Asian one, so the cartridge went on top rather than you put in like the US one. I started with that. I played a little Sega Genesis, and then Dreamcast, and of course Xbox. And I'm still Xbox. I don't really touch PlayStation, but I haven't touched Xbox for a long time. Only 2K, only 2K when someone's over. I'm off topic, but you know, best project. Of course, you got to hold BTC. I think Ethereum is here to stay. Binance Coin is definitely here to stay. Cardano. Yeah, a little bit of XRP and a little bit of Doge. Polkadot, yes. Uniswap, yes. Chainlink, yes. Solana, yes. Polygon, yes. Theta, yes. VeChain, yes. I mean, those are big ones. Now the AMP is good. Theta Fuel is good. I mean, there's a lot. Neo is good. Crypto.com is good. PancakeSwap is good. Tezos, Cosmos, Terra, they're good. Kusama, The Graph, Hedera, Thorchain, good. Chiliz, Elrond, Telcoin, Compound, Helium, Near, Sushi, Zilliqa, Engine, Basic Attention Token, Quant, Decentraland, Phantom, Harmony, Digibyte, Bakery Token. These are all good projects. KuCoin Token. All good projects. Super Shiba, because your response is considering rebranding, but they have created SafeDex, which is the first BCS exchange that eliminates rug pulls. I'll tell you, if they rename themselves, and you should tell them that if you're close to the team, that will help them tremendously. Tremendously. Pick a regular name. Pick a real legitimate name. And based on the last project, if it's running on top of a chain, it seems like Super Shiba actually has their own chain. And it looks like it wants to onboard dApps and DEXs and DeFi, which is fantastic. Rename it to something legitimate, not Super Shiba. Don't try to be a meme coin, right? And I bet they're going to get a lot more recognition, a lot more respect. And then come back to me, and then I'll gladly cover it. But I think that's a big thing. Big thing. Filecoin, it's okay. I like Arweave a lot better. Binance is down. Okay, probably some maintenance. I don't know. Hathor is about token creation. I haven't looked into it deeply, but they seem like they're a pretty legit project. Telcoin, yes. All right, I think that's pretty much it. Dog's 18 slumbers only get longer. Yeah, he sleeps. He sleeps a long time. A long time. Do you think we'll get back to 60K in 3 months? I think it's a very, very real possibility. I've been saying this before. You know what? We have seen periods of Bitcoin where it just goes sideways. And it would not surprise me if we continue to be in this 40 to 30K range, right? Maybe we break a little bit above or below, whatever. We're going to be this range. It could be like this for months until September, right? And then September, October, November, and December, that's when things really escalate. We get back to 60K and beyond. I still believe that. I still believe we're going to be way above 64,000. I believe we're going to be above 100,000 for sure by the end of the year. And all coins will be carried by Bitcoin. So, yeah. And hopefully in time before GeorgeCon 2021, because it's going to make it a lot more exciting. All right. That's pretty much it. Last question. I don't know what ant is. Aragon. I forgot what they were about. I used to know. I forgot. It's been so long since someone asked me that. I became a 1 Bitcoiner today. Bought the dip DC8. Congratulations. Hopefully you if you didn't see it, for those of you guys that's joining late, rewind and check out this DCA spreadsheet, which is so powerful and just proves my point that DCA over long haul works. It really does. You don't have to worry about anything. You don't have to worry about FUD or even FOMO or TA or dips or bottoms and bear markets and bull markets. All that you just throw out the window and you continue to DCA and you just see the gains come. That's really how easy it is. You will be part of history in this asset class and its original users. I want you on the legacy media. Sure. Legacy media like podcasting or radio? Sure. When will you admit we're in bear market? I don't know. If we drop down to 10,000, I'll say so. If we go below 20,000, I would say so. But right now, no. No. Devon Games, no. You bought at 34,000. Why are you effed? Stop being a drama queen. Stop over panicking. You're doing just fine. Continue the dollar cost average. You'll be fine. All right, guys, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. The one powerful, or arguably the most powerful strategy when it comes to Bitcoin and the good altcoins is dollar cost average. Nothing will outperform it. No one can make any argument they have made more money than all the early holders. And the reason being, you can't outperform it. You buy and you hodl, and you dollar cost average and you hodl. And you know what? It just works. It just works. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. As always, smash the like, subscribe to the channel, and tune in tomorrow, 11:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. All right? Have a good one.